Hi, everyone. I'm Natalie.
And I'm Scotty. Welcome back to the Bites of Italy podcast.
This is our 16th episode, and we're so glad you're here with us.
It's also our fourth episode focused on Venice, the city everyone dreams about. Canals, gondolas, all that history and romance. It's iconic.
Absolutely. But there's this dilemma that so many travelers hit. How do you get that amazing world-famous Venetian experience without feeling like you're just stuck in a tourist trap or watching your money just evaporate? It's a real challenge.
Yeah, Venice can get pricey and crowded. But if you've been listening to our previous 3 episodes, you know we've uncovered some great culinary hidden gems in Venice where you can eat well without spending a fortune.
Totally. But even with those finds, the island can be seriously crowded. It's become such an issue that the city has introduced an entrance fee to Venice.
Yeah, and let's not forget about the hotel prices. Staying right on the island, it can get seriously expensive.
That's why more and more travelers are choosing Venice Mestre. It's a more convenient, less crowded alternative to staying in central Venice.
Practically speaking, Mestre just makes so much sense as a base.
Absolutely. The affordability factor alone for eating and sleeping, it's a game changer.
Plus, it is guaranteed parking. And the connections are fantastic. Buses, trains, straight to the island, super frequent. It takes like 10-15 minutes.
Yeah, it's incredibly convenient. You can enjoy Venice comfortably, save quite a bit of money and time, and really keep a handle on your budget.
And that is exactly what this episode is all about. Today we are talking about Mestre. We spent time there. What really fascinated us was finding this whole thriving food scene, the taste of the region, authentic stuff.
We found that Mestre is a vibrant living part of the whole Venetian experience. You get a real sense of everyday Italian life there. So we explored it, and we found some amazing hidden food spots. Our mission today is to share what we found, give you that like an insider scoop.
Let's start with one we both really loved. Osteria Al Diplomatico, a 15-minute walk from Mestre train station. Walking in there, what hit you first?
I just remember this immediate buzz, like stepping into somewhere ancient, but totally alive. Ancient in spirit, young at heart.
That's exactly how I felt it too. My eyes just locked onto that huge Cicchetti counter right by the door. And for anyone listening who doesn't know, Cicchetti are basically Venice's answer to tapas. Little bites are perfect with wine or an ombra.
Right. Ombra is their term for a small glass of wine. For more details, check out our episode 13.
Exactly. And they had chalkboards everywhere with all the wine options. It just screamed classic Venetian tradition. Proper local spot. You know, it's not fancy. They're not trying to give you super formal service.
And the guys running it, Matteo and Alessandro, handle the chaos. The crowds with this sort of brisk, informal charm, pure Venetian style.
Totally. You hear 1,000 conversations happening at once, loud and lively. You just feel swept up in it. It's that genuine tavern vibe you hope to find. And that energy carries over to the food.
Let's talk about their Cicchetti. The variety was just wow, it was almost overwhelming, so many choices. But the one that really got me was all types of Saor. It's such a perfect example of Venetian cooking. Fried fish placed under a blanket of vinegared onion, raisins, and pine nuts. While sardines are the most popular choice for Saor, Osteria Al Diplomatico has also applied the technique to sole and shrimp.
Yeah, it was enchanting to see all those incredible little dishes piled up on the counter. I really enjoyed the baked scallops. So simple, yet so deep in flavor. Comfort food, Venetian style.
And their offerings depend on the day's catch. We saw things like grilled cuttlefish, even stuffed squid, and those little meatballs, tuna and potato, and the creamed cod ones too. So good.
Delicious. And while the Cicchetti are maybe the main draw for many, the sit-down menu, even though it's short, is really good.
Yeah, you can also grab a table for lunch or dinner and the food. Especially their pasta is simply amazing. There are usually about 3 options to choose from for a starter, first course, second course, plus homemade desserts and a long wine list. Loads of choices to go with all that amazing fish.
Okay, but here's the kicker. The thing we kind of stumbled upon, the hidden gem alert. Get this, Osteria Al Diplomatico isn't just a great place to eat. It's actually one of Mestre's big live music spots.
Isn't that cool? We were there on a Saturday night. And around 8 p.m., a really good band started playing. The staff just transforms part of the restaurant, moves tables, adjusts the lights, creates this whole stage area right in the middle of everything. So you're there, eating these amazing Cicchetti, sipping wine, and suddenly there's live music.
Yeah, it was such a cool, unexpected bonus. A real slice of local life. It really added something special.
Now, moving on to our next must-visit spot. Osteria da Mariano, just a 10-minute walk from the M9 Museo, an utterly brilliant interactive museum exploring the last 100 years of life in Italy.
The museum was great, very informative. I love when there's good museum to discover along with great food. But back to Osteria da Mariano. It was founded in 1963. And walking in there, it feels instantly like a proper old-school Venetian tavern. It's simple, maybe a bit Spartan, noisy, and crowded. In a good way. It feels alive. They also have some tables outside, which is great.
The thing that really hit us was their Eats Different project. The restaurant is all about inclusivity. They actively integrate staff who have autism or Down syndrome into their team. And you feel that mission. It's not about stiff, perfect service. It's about this incredible warmth. It makes the whole experience feel so genuine, so heartwarming.
It really does. But that focus on heart doesn't mean they compromise on quality. Not even a little bit. The seafood is amazing. Mauro, the owner, picks the raw ingredients daily. Super high quality. And Sebastiano in the kitchen is working with fresh lagoon fish every day, and you can taste that freshness. Plus, they really focus on seasonality, getting vegetables straight from the Venetian islands. It's a very mindful way of cooking. Simple, letting the ingredients be the stars.
So, recommendations from Da Mariano. What were our absolute must-tries?
The oysters were fantastic, so fresh. And if you see Peoci Saltai on the menu, get them. They are sautéed mussels. Apparently Italy's most famous. I believe it after tasting them. They were incredible.
And for a primo, a first course, the Risotto di Go, a classic lagoon dish invented ages ago by the fishermen of Burano.
That's the story. It's made with this tiny little fish, the glass goby, called go in dialect. It's a typical fish of the Venetian lagoon that gives the risotto this unique savory umami flavor. You won't find it just anywhere. A taste of true Venice.
And speaking of true Venice, there's this special super seasonal thing you have to look out for if you're lucky enough to be there at the right time. Moeche, a rare Venetian shellfish.
They're these little crabs from the lagoon. Available only twice a year, usually in spring, mostly in April or in autumn, around October, when the crabs molt, leaving the old shell and building a new, solid, and larger one so that they can grow. These days, before the shell starts to grow, the small lagoon crabs are soft, perfect for eating without difficulty. So, they're just salted and fried whole. You eat the entire thing. It's an incredible, truly authentic Venetian delicacy. If it's on the menu, just order it. Don't hesitate.
Good advice. Now, while seafood is clearly the focus, Da Mariano does have other great options too. We saw lamb, duck, they had some lovely artisan cured meats, and a good cheese selection as well.
Oh yeah, and a fantastic wine cellar to go with it all. Wines from Triveneto, northeast Italy. Something for every budget.
Just a practical note for planning. Osteria da Mariano is closed on Sundays and Mondays. And it's a traditional restaurant, so it sticks to traditional Italian hours. You know, only open for lunch and dinner. Keep that in mind.
Good heads up. And speaking of Italian dining customs, before we wrap up today's episode, we thought it'd be fun and helpful to shed some light on a few customs that might catch travelers off guard.
Yeah, especially if you're coming from the US or somewhere with faster-paced dining. Things just move differently here, and that's a good thing.
Totally. First off, one of the biggest surprises for a lot of visitors is walking into a restaurant, seeing empty tables, and still being told there's no room.
Right? That can feel really confusing. But here's the deal, just because a table is empty doesn't mean it's available. It's probably been reserved, and in Italy, most restaurants don't rush their guests.
Exactly. They're not trying to flip tables every hour. When someone books a table, it's often theirs for the evening. No one's going to be nudging them to leave. Although some places have two dinner shifts, one at 7:30 p.m. and one at 9:30 p.m.
Okay, let's talk about timing. Dinner in Italy starts way later than in a lot of other places. Most restaurants won't even open their doors until 7 or 7:30 p.m. And peak time, usually around 8:30 or 9 p.m. So if you show up at 7 p.m. and the place is empty, it doesn't mean it's not popular. It just means you're early.
You might even get turned away from an empty restaurant simply because all the tables are reserved for later.
Another thing that throws people off is the bill. A lot of folks say, why is it so hard to get the check in Italy?
But it's not because the staff is ignoring you. It's actually the opposite. They're respecting your space. In Italy, it's considered rude to rush diners. So, the bill won't come unless you ask for it. The magic words are, il conto per favore. That's how you request the check.
They want you to linger. Enjoy your wine, your dessert, and the conversation. No one's in a hurry. It's part of that beautiful, relaxed Italian rhythm. And once you understand that it makes the whole dining experience feel even more special, you're not just eating, you're soaking up a moment.
So next time you're in Italy, take your time, enjoy the vibe, and remember, just because a table looks empty doesn't mean it's free, and just because the bill hasn't come doesn't mean they forgot about you.
It's all intentional, and it's all part of what makes dining in Italy such a joy.
Now, wrapping this up, today we've taken you through this authentic food journey. From the buzzing Cicchetti bar and surprise live music at Osteria Al Diplomatico to the amazing traditional flavors and beautiful social mission at Osteria da Mariano.
You know what really sticks with me about both places is that they offer so much more than just food. It's a real slice of Venetian life, away from the main tourist crowds. It means that thinking about Mestre as your home base isn't just about saving a few euros or finding parking easily, although those are great perks. But it's more than that. You're opening the door to a more authentic Venetian experience.
You're diving into the local scene, supporting these characterful places, finding tastes that genuinely tell the story of this incredible region.
Exactly. Often the best travel moments happen just off the beaten path, don't they?
They really do. And sometimes, like we found in Mestre, they come with fantastic live music or a mission that just warms your heart. So, next time you're dreaming of Venice, maybe think about broadening your map just a little bit beyond the main island. You might just find that the most memorable parts of your trip happen where you least expect them.
And hey, if you enjoyed this episode, we'd love it if you gave us a like and left a comment. Let us know your favorite Venetian food find or your experience in Mestre.
And don't forget to subscribe to the Bites of Italy podcast so you never miss an episode. We've got a lot more delicious journeys coming your way.
Next up, we're making a stop in Tuscany.
Yep, Pisa is next. And from there, we're heading even further south to one of Italy's most iconic food cities, Naples.
Stay tuned because the journey's just getting started. Ciao for now.